Alright, so this is going to be a shorter version of a video that I already made on how you can use the existing code on ALG's GitHub to build yourself a personal ISO. So we'll get straight to the point. But the method that I'm going to be showing you is for all of the editions that are currently active, as well as the ones that have been discontinued. The whole project has been discontinued, by the way, but by active I mean the ones that still can be downloaded. So what you can do is go ahead and search for the edition you want. So for example, if you want GNOME, you can go ahead and search for GNOME and then click on the profile. So if you want GNOME Pure, for example, you can go ahead and click on GNOME Pure. So that's the GNOME Pure's profile. So I'm just going to show the themed edition. So the first thing you need to do is go ahead and clone this. Make sure you have Git and Arch ISO installed. So if you don't have, you can install it by typing install Git Arch ISO and then press enter, type in your password, and that's that. So now you can just go ahead and git clone this repository, and then you want to cd into this repository. So Arch Linux GUI GNOME is the repository. I can go ahead and click just showing you the contents of this repository. All you have to do is go ahead and type in sudo make arch iso -v dot, or you can just type in make iso if you have your aliases. So let me just go ahead and show you the contents of my bash rc, and this is this alias. So I can just go ahead and type in make iso, and this is going to grab all of the packages. So this is packstrap which is doing this for us, and this is taking 338 packages. Well, there are going to be more packages on the GNOME edition, but I just made the Plasma ISO as well. So it also the system already has stuff like X and the common packages like Firefox, etc. So I'll be back when this is done. So just a side note, ISO building is a very resource intensive process. I'm doing this on a VM, in a VM. This is KVM, by the way, and I have allocated, if I'm to show you, can I do it right now? So I have 10 cores assigned to this VM, around 6 gigs of RAM assigned. I have 80 gig hard disk space. You want a lot of hard disk space because there will be a folder that is going to be created. Let me just show you that. The work folder, which will have the uncompressed ISO image here. So the ISO, if it's like 2.2 gigs, for example, or 2.3 gigs, the work folder is going to be around 10 gigs or 15 gigs. So that's uncompressed. So you need to have that storage capacity. On this is a VM, this is KVM, so this is real metal performance. I have one of the fastest Gen 4 SSDs installed on my computers, so that really helps. If you have a hard disk, it's going to take ages literally. So we'll be back when this is done. So as you can see, this is a pretty resource intensive task. All of the CPUs are under load, and our file system has been created under work x86-64, and now what is this is doing is creating a compressed version using a file system known as squash-fs. So I'll just pause the video right now and be back when this is done. So the ISO building process is complete, and now when we go back to the profiles folder, you can see that we have now an out folder, and that has the ISO file. So now what I can do is go ahead and close all of this, and I can either run the bootable USB script, which is available here if I'm doing this on real hardware, where it is this one. So I can just invoke it /bootable-usb.sh, or I can open a hypervisor of choice. I'm already doing this on KVM, so let me just open VirtualBox because I think a lot of you will be using that. I can create a new VM, Arch GNOME in this case, allocate a little bit of space, a little bit of RAM. Next, create 15 is good for demonstration. We are not going to be installing this anyway. Settings, I can just go ahead and keep the processor 4. Display is good. Storage, let's go ahead and add the ISO that we just created. So it is in home, Arch Linux GUI GNOME, out, open, that's it. Choose, click on OK, I can just go ahead and start. So this is going to start in legacy mode. I can power off the machine and also enable EFI and start. So I can now boot with fast GPU drivers, and the rest is pretty much obvious. Let me just show you the ISO. So there we have it. I can just go to full screen, and this is the GNOME edition. So that's pretty much it. This is how you build your ISO, and also you can run it on your machine. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a nice day.